April showers brings May flowers, but May is also bringing a lot of new games for the Switch and Switch 2. Here's the new releases that you need to know about, including some physical releases too. Let's dive into it. Out on May 7th is Mixtape, a narrative adventure game that seems to be very inspired by the coming-of-age films of the 1980s, like the stuff from John Hughes, stuff like that. Set in the 1990s, this game follows the adventures of three teens as they make their way to a party on the last night of high school, and along the way they reminisce about their teenage years. You'll get to experience a variety of moments and experiences that shaped their lives so far. Stuff like skateboarding, goofing off at the movie store, exploring an abandoned theme park, playing sports, and putting on a fireworks show in the backseat of a car. You'll get to explore the greatest hits mixtape of their lives so far. The game sports a really neat animated art style, and the game features a huge backing soundtrack featuring a ton of artists from the 80s and early 90s, with music from Devo, The Smashing Pumpkins, Iggy Pop, Lush, Joy Division, The Cure, and many more. Again, it'll be out on May 7th for just $19.99 on the US eShop with the Nintendo Switch 2. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle arrives on May 12th for the Switch 2, and this is a pretty big release for the platform. This first-person single-player adventure is set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade, and has you playing as Indy as he attempts to stop evil forces obtaining the secret to an ancient power connected to the Great Circle. Expect lots of whipping, lots of gunslinging, and lots of dangerous close calls. For those who don't like game key cards, good news about this one. The physical edition is not going to be a game key card release. Apparently, the game should be all on the card for this one. From the creators of Call of the Sea comes Call of the Elder Gods, and it's out on May 12th for Switch 2. Call of the Sea's object and observation puzzles return in this game, where you need to explore environments for clues in order to solve these various puzzles. The game's story has you following the professor, Harry Everhart, and student, Evangeline Drayton, as they explore various locations like a New England mansion and the Australian outback as they attempt to solve the mystery behind their strange visions and dreams. Outbound originally was supposed to come out last month, but it got delayed to this month for further polishing. Outbound comes out on May 14th for both the Switch and Switch 2, with the physical Switch 2 release not being a keycard game. It'll be all in the card. Outbound is an open-world game set in the near future. It has you starting out with an empty camper van and has you turning it into the home that you desire. You can add to your moving base, as well as craft furniture with the materials that you scavenge and obtain. And you can grow your garden, and you can do all this with others via online play too. It looks pretty cool, and I'm sure Cozy fans will be very interested in this upcoming release. There's a demo up on the eShop that you can check out if you're interested. Fast-paced twin-stick shooter Sektori comes out on May 14th on the eShop. This release looks pretty awesome. It looks like a really awesome shoot 'em up. This game looks like Geometry Wars on crack. I mean, it's insane looking. It's received a lot of positive reviews when it came out on other platforms, so this is probably one that should be on your radar if you like shooters. Shoot 'em up R-Type Dimensions 3 arrives on May 19th. Building off the previous game's R-Type Dimensions and its enhanced release, R-Type Dimensions EX, which were remakes of R-Types 1 and 2, this one is a remake of R-Type 3, with new modern visuals and enhanced soundtrack, as well as it comes with expanded gameplay modes. And just like before, you can switch between the new 3D look and the classic 2D look with the press of a button. Additionally, this game will support local co-op, so now you can enjoy the legendary shooter with a friend. It'll be released on the Switch and Switch 2, with the physical release of the Switch 2 version being notable for not being a game key card. It'll be all on the card for this one. On May 19th, the next Farming Simulator game comes out, Farming Simulator 2026 Nintendo Switch Edition. This game will contain 2 new maps, 15 different crop fields, 120 plus authentic GPS-enabled machines, plenty of challenges that will keep you on your toes, and lots of stats and production chains and logistics and more to manage. The digital version has a 10% off discount until it comes out on May 19th. Cozy platformer Yoshi and the Mysterious Book will be coming out on May 21st, courtesy of Nintendo. Perfect for the younger crowd or for those who prefer chill games. The latest Yoshi platformer has you exploring pages of a book, interacting with creatures, clearing habitats, and collecting lots and lots of goodies. Exploration and discovery and seeing what you can do within the levels seems to be the themes of the game. It certainly looks very, very cute. The digital release will have an MSRP of $59.99, while the physical release will have an MSRP of $69.99. Though it does seem like some stores and online shops, including Walmart, are price matching the physical release to the digital release price, so you can get it for $59.99 or so at certain places. It won't be a game keycard release either, just like most first-party releases. The next Coffee Talk game arrives on May 21st for both the Switch and Switch 2, and this one takes place in Tokyo. In fact, it's called Coffee Talk Tokyo. The newest installment of the coffee brewing adventure game series has you operating a cafe in a city full of humans and fantasy people as you listen to them pour their hearts out as you pour them some brew. You have to go through the whole process of making coffee and listen to their stories and give them advice and whatnot. It's on sale for $14.99 on the eShop for certain platforms, with the physical release coming out too the very same day. The Switch 2 physical release will not be a game key card release. The game will be all on the card for that one. Tales of Arise, which originally came out in 2021, gets an enhanced release on May 22nd only for the Nintendo Switch 2. This Beyond the Dawn edition is exclusive to this console. This contains the original game, but it also includes DLC content, including the additional scenario Beyond the Dawn. It'll also include additional costumes and various items. It'll have an MSRP of $49.99, with the physical release being a game key card release. Bubsy is back. Yeah, you never thought that would happen, did ya? But yeah, Bubsy is back in a brand new game, Bubsy 4D. And unlike his previous games, at least judging from the previews, this actually stands to look promising. A completely 3D game, this one seems very fast-paced, with lots of platforming, and it's full of plenty of self-inflicted cringe that you'd expect from a Bubsy game. I mean, the developers, they know what they're doing here. At the very least, it's priced right at $19.99 for the digital version. There will be physical releases too, all out on May 22nd, with the Switch 2 version actually not being a game key card. There's a lot of physical Switch 2 releases this month that seem to be shying away from game keycards, and I think that's a good thing. The Disney Afternoon Collection is already out on the eShop for both platforms, but the physical edition finally arrives on May 29th. The physical edition comes with a bunch of goodies, including 8 retro milk caps, 3 collectible cards, and 2 sticker sheets. Yep, you heard right. Milk caps. Pogs are back, baby. The Switch edition will have an MSRP of $29.99, while the Switch 2 edition will be $39.99, and it will not be a game key card. It'll all be on the card. As a reminder, this collection includes the NES Classics, DuckTales 1 and 2, Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers 1 and 2, Darkwing Duck, and Tailspin, but the Switch and Switch 2 versions have 2 exclusive games, the Super Nintendo games Bonkers and Goof Troop. And that's the top games coming out for the Switch and Switch 2 for May 2026. What games are you excited about or planning to pick up? For me, I've already locked in my pre-order for the physical release of the Disney Afternoon Collection. Hey, I waited this long? You bet your booty. Of course I'm getting the physical release. I want that for my collection. Anyway, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you do not miss out on any future videos. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you very soon on the next video.